Hello. This is so random. I never make YouTube videos anymore. I should really make them more. And I never make these kinds of videos anyway. So very random. But you know when you're just in deep thought and you just unlock a memory? I used to play this game in high school all the time, like on the bus, and to the point where I was absolutely addicted to it. It was called Agario. And it's really... I don't know, it's just really fun and really addictive. So I thought we'd play it today. I'm just going to log in with Facebook. So, oh God, bleep out this bit. See who you truly are. So I'm really going to have two hyperfixations going on at once because, as we know, I've hyperfixated on the new Wicked film this week, and now we're hyperfixating on Agario as well. Something that I always used to do, this is so sad, something that I always used to do when I was trying to grow my social media accounts is I'd put my username as my character name on it so that people would go and follow me. So let's see if anybody recognizes celebrity Amy Alex. Okay, let's go. So basically the aim of the game is as simple as it looks. You are this little blob, and you literally just float around picking up other little blobs. Go away. And the bigger you get from eating these little ones, you can then like consume other players, and you can also get consumed as well. So I'm going to be so shit at this. I've not played this in years and years and years. But I'm telling you now, I will be on it till like 4 a.m. Fuck off. And that's another thing as well. Everyone names himself after countries on this. Why? You can also like shoot as well, but then you split yourself in half and it makes you vulnerable. So you got to be smart about when you do it. Considering I have not played this in a long fucking time, I am better than I thought. Maybe I've just got lucky on my first round. No, I spoke too soon. Spoke way too soon. Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Oh, and that's how we'll begin the wizard and... I absolutely have fixated on Wicked this week. I've not even seen it yet. But I love my musicals, right? But Wicked's not one that I've ever touched on before. Like I didn't know. I think it's so exciting for me because I didn't know anything about it. Like I've read up on it now, but when the Wicked film came out, I'd never seen the stage show. I didn't know what it was about. I knew it was to do with the Wizard of Oz, obviously, but I didn't know the plot. And there's not a lot of movies that come out these days that are new. Like they all seem to be remakes of pre-existing movies. So I liked the idea of going in to the cinema and not knowing anything about it and actually getting a fresh watch of it. However, I am incredibly impatient and I hadn't had the opportunity to go and watch it like in the first week that it came out. So of course I read up about it. I always do this, you know, like when I watch a film, I think, oh yeah, like it's going to be so good and so exciting. On first watch because I don't know anything about it, and then before I watch it I'll go and read the entire plot on Wikipedia. I don't know if that's a OCD thing or what. Oh fucking hell, it was going so well. So no, I've still not seen it, but I kind of know what happens in it now, and from the clips that I have seen, it looks amazing. It looks like, oh my god, it looks like it's been put from stage to screen really accurately. But also, being a first-time reader of the plot, I was a bit like, what the hell is going on here? Because it's very like, it's like a piece of someone's fan fiction that's been made into film. So cover your ear. I'm going to tell you my understanding of it, but cover your ears if you don't want spoilers. Spoiler alert for Wicked. So from what I understand, it's like a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. It starts in like, what is it called? Munchkin Land. And you've got all the munchkins running through the fields going, oh, she's dead, ding dong, the witch is dead. And everyone's celebrating.
And then Glinda the Good Witch comes down in a bubble and she's like, oh, actually, I did know her. We were friends at school. And then it kind of what's the word? It kind of reiterates, is that the right word? It tells you the tale of like how the Witch of the West became evil, if you will. Or was she really? And how she knew Glinda, blah, 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 blah. And they met at school. And it's actually like very political. Oh my God. I cannot talk and play this game at the same time. I'm awful at multitasking. I have a man's brain. So yeah, it's actually very political. There's a few stories going on at once. It's like a love story, because there always is. But there's the main plot line, I guess, is something to do with all the animals in Oz are being... There's themes of discrimination and that kind of stuff all the way through, and all the animals in Oz are being oppressed. They are losing their ability to speak. I don't know how, because obviously I've not seen it yet, but like they're losing their ability to speak. There's animal professors that are being fired from their jobs, blah blah blah, and I'm pretty sure Elphaba, the Witch of the West, like tries to stop that from happening by going to see the wizard, but then it all goes tits up. And there's some subtle Lebanese action going on as well. It's kind of like these two, Glinda and Elphaba, they become really good friends, but they ultimately have to pick a side, and they pick opposing sides. Spoiler, sorry. Anyway, I've not seen it myself. I'm going to watch it this weekend when I go over to Doncaster. I'm headed up to the Lake District tomorrow to my friend Steve-O's house. She's having a little Christmas get together, and then she's going to drive me to Danny's house the day afterwards. Danny's my other friend, and we are going to do like a big grand designs on Danny's flat. Basically, we're going in to make it all Christmassy and nice, so it should be fun. But I'm gonna be so fucking terrified when I'm there, because Danny lives on the top floor of a high-rise flat, and I just hate heights. I hate them so much. And last time I was up there, I felt like I could feel the building swaying, and it also didn't help that I smashed my head open on his curtain rail. I was looking out on the balcony, and his fucking curtain fell on my head and gave me a concussion, and I'm screaming and going, oh my God, I'm gonna have a brain hemorrhage. And he was like, it's fine, look how light this curtain pole is, you're gonna be fine. And I'm like with health anxiety and shit, so I was like, I'm gonna bleed out, I need to go to the hospital. Obviously it was fine, because I'm still here. But can it happen, like if someone had a hit on the head and they were fine, can that cause like a bleed on the brain that happens later in life? Because you always hear about aneurysms, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. I think it's a blood clot. But if you've had like a hit on the head, can that affect you later in life, or is it an immediate thing? Just out of curiosity, I'm not stressing about it. Look at this little fucker hiding up here. Come out wherever you are, bitch. Oh, also, if you go into these green things, they like split you into loads of little tiny ones. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch old witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. But anyway, going back to to Wicked and the Wizard of Oz, can you actually believe it's been like 100 years since that first Wizard of Oz film came out? That is actually mental. I was looking it up the other day, and pretty much I don't know if there's ever even anyone from that film who's still alive. If there is anyone, it's going to be like Munchkins who were kids, but 90%, if not more, of the cast is deceased now. And the reason I was looking at it is because I was comparing the graphics to how they are in Wicked now, and it's just so insane how far cinema's come. I always think about this, like in the last 100 years, look how fucking far our technologies are. We're getting into like deep territory now. Look how fucking far our technologies come in the last 100, well, even 10, 20 years, but in the last 100 years, if you try to explain CGI to somebody who lived 100 years ago, they would not have a fucking clue what you're talking about. It'd be so impossible to describe. Like, imagine trying to explain it to someone from Victorian times. Imagine trying to explain the internet to someone from Victorian times. So it makes me ponder, oh, look at all these here. That's definitely a trap, but I'm gonna take the bait. Bye, bitch. I have lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, I mean, it's getting a bit deep, but it always makes me ponder where we'll be in the next, 10 years, 50 years, 100 years with tech. Is there going to be things that exist that we cannot, that we that we cannot possibly even fathom now? I wonder if we'll have really cool shit, like be able to see colours that we can't see now. Surely that's just the tip of the iceberg, inventing goggles that make you see other colours. There's some insects that can see mental colours, isn't there? My mum told me that bees, I think it's bees, only can see violet, but I was like, surely that's not true, because they go for all really bright flowers. So if someone could confirm that in the comments, that would be nice. Another cool fact is that the way we see crows, so we see crows as like totally black or totally grey. They're actually not. Crows see other crows as being really multicoloured. I will put a picture on the screen. And something else I sometimes wonder about as well is, you know how we look back on, like, there's no nice way of saying it, like medieval torture methods. I said methods, so like southern then, methods, torture methods, darling, babe. But you know how we look back on medieval torture methods and we go, oh, how barbaric, how awful. And at the time they probably thought nothing of it. It was just like the normal punishment, wasn't it? I wonder if we'll look back on the way we like incarcerate people now and just put people in prison for lifetimes, and think, oh, isn't that awful, like it's so barbaric. But then again, if we weren't putting people in prisons as punishment, what would we do with them? I actually said this to Matt the other week. I think we were talking about this on the train, and Matt couldn't have been less interested because he hates conversation like this. But we were saying that I wonder if they'll have a way, it's a bit Black Mirror-y, of putting a chip in your brain that almost puts you in like a mental prison, like your consciousness in a prison. There actually is a Black Mirror episode that touches on that, and it's really disturbing. I think it's one of the Christmas ones. It's called like, it's either Black Christmas or White Christmas. I'm sure a lot of you will have seen it. Hang on, I'm just going to save a screen recording here because I don't know if I've got enough storage. Actually, no, I will finish this round. Yeah, I think it's called Black Christmas or White Christmas, and it's got mini stories and of like futuristic shit. And there's one where this girl visits like this museum where this guy's got loads of weird futuristic inventions, and he's got a man kept in like I don't know how to explain it on here. He's got a guy whose consciousness is trapped in a cage, I guess. So it's not actually him, like the prisoner died, but his consciousness is in there. I think that's what happened. God, my memory's fucking awful. His consciousness is like imprisoned. I feel like you'd have to watch it to know what I was talking about. So essentially he's just being tortured over and over and over. And tourists come to the museum and they can print out key rings and shit of this guy being tortured. It's really fucked up, but that's what I love about that's what I love about Black Mirror. It's so fucked up, but it's so unique. Like how do they even come up with the ideas for these episodes? I really like the episode of Black Mirror as well where everyone in the world's got rating systems. So depending on your interactions with other people in the world, you have like a big fuck off sign above your head saying you're a 5-star person or you're a 2-star person, and that affects absolutely everything in your life. Like whether you can buy a house, whether you can get a mortgage, whether you can use airlines. I honestly feel like we're not too far off having something like that. I guess you could say social media is already quite like that, with people basing people's worth off how many followers they've got. Something that this is not me saying I'm a celebrity or whatever, but something that I have noticed from accumulating a big following is people do treat you with so much more respect when you have that number above your name. Like people who also had big followings, they would have never associated with me before I had like a bit of a following to my name on TikTok. And now you find that people massively lick your arse because they want something from you. They want your followers and your clout. It's mental. But I'm not totally innocent with that either, because I have also found myself looking at people with smaller following and not being like, oh, you peasant, but I will actively, like, if someone's got a small following, I'm not as inclined to like check out their content as I am if someone's got a big following. Like sometimes if someone's got a big following, I might just follow them without even looking at their videos. But really, what does it actually mean? Nothing. It's just a number, innit? It's just been so put into all our brains that our worth is dependent on how big of a following we've got. And when you really strip it down like that, it's mental. This has turned into such a deep, it's not even a conversation. This is just me talking to myself in my bedroom. I was just meant to be playing Agar.io, man. And you've got me here talking about the universe and society and shit, which is why I'm doing so badly at this game. At this point, I've just zoned out. I don't even know where we're at. Do you know what? Nah, I've had enough of this. This isn't as good as I remember it being when I was 16. Right, see you later. Bye.